Today we have a group of volunteers that have come from the University of Texas to help us remove some of the invasive plants from Travis Audubon's property, the Blair Woods. Today, the first day, is we're going to come into this property. We own 10 acres here. This is an urban wildlife habitat. And urban wildlife habitats are very important as a model for the community to understand that wildlife is everywhere. And then we're going to build trails so that folks in the community will be able to enjoy this area, to come and enjoy the wildlife, the birds that occur in this urban wildlife habitat.
We're here with this group of students to clear out a lot of the non-native plants that have invaded and taken over this area. This is a China berry. There's not a lot of these on the tract, but there's quite a few of these. These are pretty invasive non-native species. Another is the Chinese tallow, which is a very invasive plant, and this is found around the pond. If left uncontrolled, it will take over pretty quickly. This is a Chinese ligustrum, which is actually probably the most invasive species on this 10-acre tract. And then another one, which is another ligustrum, is the Japanese ligustrum, and we're going to take this out. These two, the Japanese and the Chinese, are probably the two biggest invaders of this property. Well, I've always been aware of the environment since I was a kid. My family took me camping and hiking. I grew up in Colorado, so I was around a lot of the outdoors. And then I really began to appreciate the nature when I took a month trip to Costa Rica. So I just became aware of my surroundings, and the environment is something that we should all appreciate and all protect.
Today we came out and we're trying to clear brush so that non-invasive plants can stop competing with native plants and they can grow and inhabit this area. And it's important to me because we need to keep our wildlife alive nowadays when, you know, our environment isn't what it's supposed to be. I'm pretty excited about it. So.
I've always been a real advocate of the environment and keeping it strong. And anything I can do to help is what I'm going to try and do. And it's our world, so we got to keep it good. I mean, like, think about your house. You keep that clean, why can't you keep your environment the same way?
We're trying to rehab this property. It's been neglected for many, many years and has a high concentration of invasive plants. Ligustrum, Chinese privet, Chinese tallow, poison ivy, you name it. Almost any invasive in Central Texas is here. And our purpose is to try to create some trails and a nice place for people to go, pond with a nature viewing area, and to do some birding out here. This is surrounded by an urban habitat, and we've got a little island here of green, and we know natives are coming here, native birds, and we're really looking forward to rehabbing this place.